Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we play Sunless Sea with me, Bardon. Our intrepid captain Reginald has completed 2 voyages now, and at the moment we're kind of on the cusp of possible disaster, in that we've only got 1 echo, and we've only got 4 supplies, so we're going to have to be pretty careful with how we progress from here. And last time we had a rather costly meal, and I'm hoping that we can put ourselves to right from now on. So let's see. First of all, we're going to... What do I want to do? I want to go to London. I want to... What do I want to do? I want to go to my lodgings, yes. Read the morning papers. Okay. News from aboard. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies are on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersee, the papers report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't. You'd know. Oh ho! A promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty's provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. So we gain 1 supplies, and we lost 1 terror as well. And we have 1 of this recent news. So that's good for us. So already the episode is starting out well. Hopefully continues. Let's go back to the city. Okay, let's visit the Rose Market and see what's going on here. It bustles on the Roses Wharf. Perhaps you can find a buyer for some of the curiosities you found at sea. Okay, so escort some interested acquaintances to Rose Market. They hope to make a satisfying trade. This will usher in a new day of the Rose Market and perhaps new buyers. Okay, so let's try that and see if that does anything for us. Puppet plays press on interrupted. Personal collections grow. Words written in fogged mirrors are hastily wiped away. The exotic exchanges pollinate dreams. Okay. So you've lost another day, a free evening. Okay. So let's see who will be there today. So these are still locked, so I don't think we can do that until maybe we've done a bit more in terms of the storylines. So we're wondering, can we... So we've done that. We don't want to do that. We can't visit the university. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do here. I was going to see if we could possibly offer some passage to the tomb colonists, but obviously at the moment that's not available to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to set sail, but I'm wondering, should I go north or south? I think I'm going to take a short trip to the south, see if we can find a port there, get a port report, and then come back to London. And hopefully then, the next time there's a tomb colonist available, we're going to go north, and then we're going to go search for Frost Found for our sly navigator there, which hopefully, I think maybe he leaves the crew at that stage. I'm not sure. Well, I'm hoping he doesn't leave the crew, but if he does, I think it ends like a part of the story and we get some reward for it. So let's set sail. So looking at the map, we're going to head maybe into this area here and see what we find. The guy that we saw briefly when we docked last time, with the kind of the one white eye, he's from. I ran into him previously. He's from a faction who they're a bit clandestine, and they don't seem to take any prisoners. He'll give us some supplies and some food, but it's with the knowledge that at some point in the future we're going to have to do a favor for his boss. Okay, let's switch our light off so that we're not burning fuel too much. And let's send out a Z-Bat, see what we get. Okay, did it say we discovered somewhere? Yeah, we discovered Bardon Venner's Abyss. So I don't think that's somewhere that we really want to be docking. Okay, let's continue then on to the south. Oh, Aurora Megalops has spotted us, so let's make a run for it. Now we can get around the side here. We may be okay. And now let's slow down and let's put in to dock here. So what's this? It's a light ship. Its clear bright beam warms the way. Speak to the crew. They long for news of home. You've lost one recent news. You've lost 5 there. You now have 1 Z story. Okay. So hopefully that was a good trade for us. Now what do? We've only got 3. So what's this? Mutton Island is some distance to the southeast. Click the mark on your chart. Okay. We haven't missed. There's another one here. Well, we've already got Vanderbilt. So somewhere to the southeast. So it's down this way. Okay. So I think we need to. That actually mark it though. So we're here, and there doesn't seem to be anything else marked. But let's go down to the southeast and see what we find. So we'll set sail. We'll turn out our lights. Now we do really have to find this place because we're getting to the point with our supplies that we won't have enough to get back to London if we don't find it. So what's over here? This Mutton Island. So this at least is good, and there's a dock there as well. So this is my first visit to Mutton Island, but I imagine it's something to do with sheep. Let's get closer to the shore. There's a megalops on the far side of the island there. Okay, let's get ready to cut the engines. And then we can dock. Okay, so this place is called Quaker's Haven. Once a simple fishing village was part of the London suburb before London fell and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind the town. Okay, so we can explore the shore. We can pick up a wretched mog. This is a mascot. Okay, so it's going to cost us 3 supplies though, so we definitely don't want to be taking him on. We can chat to the fishermen. We can explore the shore. So to do that, okay, pass the day, unlock with crew 4, you have 8. Okay, unlock with something awaits you is. Okay, so let's do this. So wander a little way along the shore from the dock. As you prepare to go ashore, your first officer salutes. Captain, 4 of the crew intend to perform a concert on the seashore. You and I are both invited to attend. So we can attend or we can ignore. It'll be good for morale and perhaps some of them can actually carry a tune. Okay, so let's attend and see what this does. Oh, actually, perform. You used to play a flute in the singing mandrake. You have it still. Perhaps you can join in. The lower your terror and the higher your hearts, the easier this will be. Okay, so our hearts are 26. Our terror is not that high, so it says it's a straightforward challenge. So let's give it a go. A joyful noise. All of you together, there on the doorstep of the deep, making your uncertain way through recent mahogany favourites. It's a little bubble of cheery London light. There in the teeth of the night, you can catch your cook's eyes and grin. Your cook's eye and grin. Okay? So we succeeded in the challenge. You now have 1 memory of distant shores, which is great. We lost 3 terror. Now, next what we want to do is want to chat to the fishermen. I think that's going to give us a port report. They sail the sea around the island. They mend their nets by the harbour. They see all that happens here, but you'll need coin to open their mouths. So we've lost 1 echo. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work. Canates ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Okay, so we got another port report, which is great. And let me see. So I think that's pretty much it for now for here. So let's have a look at our map. So the megalops that we saw is over here. So we probably want to avoid there for now. So what I'm thinking is we have 3 supplies left. So I'm thinking that maybe we leave port, we head a small bit south and then turn and head up north via Hunter's Keep. See if we can pull in there again and then head back to Fallen London. But if we, it looks like we're going to run out of supplies, we can always cut across this way and go straight to Fallen London instead. So for now, that seems like a plan. Obviously, the plan might change. So what's this saying? We have entered a fog bank. Our gunner struggles to see our foe. That's nice, but hopefully our foe struggles to see us as well. Okay, so let's set off. Okay, and let's send out our Z-Bat. Okay, there seems to be something here. but the Z-Bat's saying no. Okay, so it's... No, there are no islands. Okay. So we're going to head back up north. Hopefully avoid the megalops. Let's switch our light off as well. Hope we don't crash into the island. We seem to be okay. There's another megalops over there to our left as well. We got to avoid. Here's Rowena's Rock, which should mean that we're pretty close to fallen London, yeah. So let's cut in here between the rocks, because I definitely want to give myself the opportunity to go to fallen London if I need to. We're about to drop down to 1 supply. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so I think we need to head to fallen London. So let's just check that we're going the right way. Yeah. I'm going to go across the abyss. So fuel-wise, we're doing okay. It's just supply-wise that we really need to be doing better. Make sure that yeah, it looks like we're going the right way for the dock. I know there is another dock if we follow, I think it's this path here. If we follow that path down, we end up in another, it seems like another part of fallen London, but it's not somewhere that we need to be going at the moment, at least. So I'm hoping our couple, I think we've got, okay, so what's happening here? A white sea bat. The sailor has grown fretful and disobedient, reluctant to go on deck, even in port. There's a white sea bat watching me up there. Salt's messenger. Salt's got its eye on me. I'll never see home again. Well, we're within vision of home. I don't know why he's getting it right here. Salt, sailor superstition. Order him up on deck at once. Salt. Salt, one of the nameless gods that sailors fear. This sailor is a conscientious man. Send him to the sick bay on the pretext of a fever. Shoot the Z-Bat. If the bloody thing is frightening your bloody crew, you'll bloody well settle its hash. So I think we're going to send them and see what happens. And onwards. The sailor is grateful, though your ship's doctor rolls a skeptical eye when he next goes up on deck. The railings are clear of Z-Bats, white or black, and he sets to work with a will. So we lost one terror, and you know something of the 3 gods of the sea. So that worked out well for us, thankfully. Now let's get ourselves back to London and dock. Okay, so the revenue men come again, so let's let them do their worst and vex them frustrated they leave. Okay, so let's collect messages from the harbour master. What's this? Let's see. Something has changed in the neat. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. Okay. Now we got a visit to That's for I believe that's for a tattoo. I'm not sure what the tattoo actually does though. So let's go to our lodgings first. Let's read the morning papers. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. That's the same as before. So we got one recent news. We gained one supplies. So that's good. And we lost one terror. Okay, so at least we got more supplies. We really only got one because as soon as our hunger hits there, the one that we had before is gone. Okay, and that's everything for our lodgings. Okay, the merchant venture we can look at in a minute. What I want to do is I want to go to the Admiralty. Okay, so we got our Quaker's Haven. That gives us 5 echoes. We've lost one port report from Quaker's Haven. We now have 5 echoes. We gained 1 favor, and we also gained 1 fuel. Okay, and that's us for the Admiralty. Now let's see what the merchant venturer wants. An urchin tugs your sleeve. Governor! Oh, Governor wants a word. A brooding figure waits at the lamplight's edge. Speak to the merchant venturer. I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. Okay, so let's see what he wants. An opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates, and he won't ask how you came by these things. An occurrence. Your objective. The venturer's venture. Quality is now 1. A dream and a scheme. The venturer has a quest. Speak to him further or check your journal. Okay. So let's check our journal. Okay, so those are the places we've been to. Our acquaintance is one of the sisters, I believe. Favors, we got 3. Okay, so where is this guy? Objectives. Okay, he has a plan. Find 7 pieces of Scintillac or 7 volumes of romantic literature. Okay, so that's what he wants. Okay, so that's good. Let's go back to London. We can't shop at the moment because we've only got 5. So what can we do? Let's visit the Rose Market. We still got nothing that they want there. Okay, so let's go to shops. See if we can sell something. So we don't have Scintillac. None, anything that they want there. We can buy 1 torpedo. We could sell our gun since we don't use it, but it only gives us 10 echoes. We could sell our engine and then we're not going anywhere. Okay, so I think what we need to do is to think of somewhere we can go with only one supply, because as I said, one of them was going to go pretty quickly. Otherwise, this particular captain is done for. But that does bring us to the end of this particular episode. So if you'd enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, liking, and posting a comment. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.